Welcome in, everyone. You are on Corn This Way. Happy Tuesday, Nebraska. Hope you're doing well. Let's get into it, shall we? Big news yesterday to me was the AVCA volleyball preseason poll. Guess who's number one? That's right, the Nebraska Huskers, number one in the country, pretty overwhelmingly there. A lot of first place votes, a lot of total votes. The top three, Nebraska, Texas, Wisconsin. Now that to me is interesting, isn't it? The Big Ten preseason poll, Wisconsin number one, Nebraska number two. The coaches overall as a poll, a little different opinion there. Got the Huskers number one, the Badgers number three, Texas in there at two. Yeah, they got two former Huskers on that roster, as we have detailed a lot on this program. Look at the Big Ten, though. Yeah, that's why this conference is a beast. Look at all of them in the top 10 right there. A little interesting note here on this. September 7th at the CHI Center, yeah, we're going to have number one Nebraska versus number 18 Creighton. Damn right. Sign me up for that one. But hey, it's what you want, man. You want some preseason hype, some preseason juice? Yeah, you're the freaking number one team in the nation. That's how you get it done right there if you're Nebraska volleyball. So, cool. Their Huskers are going to start the year ranked numero uno. Okay, on to another poll. This one not as a prestigious of a moment for Nebraska. The AP Top 25 came out yesterday. You want to see our own Sam McEwen's ballot in the Top 25? There's a cool story and video. Link down below. Take a look at that. You can see where Sam voted everyone. Now, here was the interesting one, and we knew this was coming because we saw this person tweet this poll out earlier. The Huskers, they got one vote in the AP poll. Interesting. If you look zoom down here at the bottom. There you go. Nebraska, one vote. Brett McMurphy from the Action Network, if you know Brett, he had the Huskers on his ballot. So there you go. One writer in America felt the need to add the Huskers on there. You know, hey, maybe the rest of us are just dead wrong who are voting in that poll. Maybe Brett has some insight, but here's the reality of it. You want to look about Nebraska's ranking, nothing even to worry about at this point. Because here's the simple truth, right? You win those first three games, you get Oklahoma in here in September. There you go. You win that football game, not only are you ranked, you're probably ranked pretty well. Take care of business yourself. But hey, for now, I guess you can bask in the thought and glory of the fact that one person thought the Huskers were worthy of a top 25 vote. There you go. Okay, let's have some fun. Let's do something a little different. I think it's time, for the first time in the history of Corn This Way, I think it's time for a guest appearance. I'm going to bring someone on right now. It is Grace Bellinghausen. Grace named this show, so if you hate it, frickin' blame her. But we've got an important thing to do today. We wanted to do a segment this season we call The Catwalk. And the reason for that is we want to critique or make fun of or say how cool uniforms are. And yesterday we got that gift, didn't we, Grace?
Yep, we did.
The old Nebraska alternative uniform was released yesterday in coordination with Adidas, of course, their primary sponsor and people who make all their cool uniforms. This one pays tribute to the 1983 Husker team. It's got the OG mesh look to it. We've seen it. Let's throw it up on screen. Grace, give me your initial impressions of this mesh uniform.
Well, I think it's a great idea to do an homage, but I find it a little bit lackluster.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I'm thinking that they should have just gone with full mesh if they wanted to pay homage to the mesh uniform, but instead it looks like they just have it on the decal. It's also a red uniform, which obviously we all know their uniforms are typically red, so I would have a hard time even knowing that it's a special uniform.
And it did too. When I saw the initial tweet, I went, whoa, I got to dig in there. And there's a white in on the shoulder you can see there, and a little bit of white ribbing under the sleeve. But other than that, no, it kind of looks like that. And we were talking earlier, they actually did this before, didn't they?
Yes, they did this in 2017.
Yeah, 2017.
Yeah, so if you're going to do it once, that's a good idea. You should probably up your game the next time, but we weren't seeing that.
Yeah, we were talking. We wanted to have an OG look like the Friday Night Lights and just a Permium giant mesh jerseys, which obviously aren't good for the technology that the sport has advanced to. Yeah, there you go. So probably not the swaggiest option Nebraska could have been with, but we did say we wanted to look at some of our favorites from recent history of those alternative uniforms. I know which one you're going to pick here, and I'm jazzed about it because it's probably my favorite too.
So I would say the black shirts are just an instant favorite of mine because I think that people are still wearing that logo around. It's very recognizable. It's also all black. It gives them, you know, a different vibe from their everyday red uniforms. So to me, I think that that was great. And I think it really started, you know, a logo that is instantly recognizable.
Damn right, and it's so unique to Nebraska, the black shirts, it's a big thing, and I'm like you. I am buying this 100%. If I had my way and Nebraska could get it back to a little bit more of a prestigious level, right? You kind of got to be badass to rock these. You don't want to be 3-9 rocking these, but if they did and they were a bowl team and got up to that caliber, these uniforms wouldn't be an alternative. They'd be in the rotation. This is a sick uniform, metal as hell. And in an age, we were talking about this earlier, swag factor, right? You always see the kids coming in, taking pictures in the uniforms, the recruits. Nebraska's not exactly super sexy in that regard because they're tradition rich, right? I mean, I get it. You don't want to mess around with stuff when you're that traditional, but these, I guarantee you, one of the most badass uniforms in college football with that skull and crossbones on the side.
Hands down, yep.
Another one I like, and I'll bring up the ice look. These were in 2016. They wore them on the road. They were a road game. They could be used as a road game uniform. The chrome. I love the chrome on the helmet.
Chrome was a nice touch.
Yeah, the chrome, like your necklace. Chrome,
Yep.
you know, we are very pro chrome in this studio. We really enjoy it. Those I wouldn't mind see come out as well. But, you know, hey, right? Who the hell are we, right? But we like fashion, so we're going to talk football fashion because why the hell not, right, Grace?
Yeah, it's the best part of football.
There you go.
For me.
So, and we're going to have Grace is going to be on a lot more stuff. We didn't bring her on just for her fashion sense. Grace is going to be a regular contributor with us on a lot of other products as well. Okay, there you go. Talks amongst yourself. If we've pissed you off for making fun of the uniforms, I'm sorry, but / not sorry. I mean, sometimes the truth hurts, right? Like, I mean, I don't have the best fashion sense in the world, but I do have a swag factor, okay?
Yep.
Grace has got swag factor.
Oh, yeah.
So by God, that gives us the right to say it. Until that time, GBR Nation, you keep your swag factor up, and remember,
We're all corn this way.